And we have a question over here.
Good afternoon.
Well, where are you?
That's good.
Over here.
Very commanding. All right.
Yes, I'm very loud.
That's good.
Good afternoon.
By the way,
all power to all the people.
Very good.
My
I once had a 4th grade teacher, because I wasn't loud enough, Miss Callanan with bright red hair. She would stand at the end of the classroom when I was giving my presentations. She changed my life. I'm a senator now. She said, I can't hear you. Speak louder. Every single time. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Nava, and I'm a youth organizer with Brighton Park Neighborhood Council from Chicago.
Excellent.
Thank you. I'm also a senior from a neighborhood high school on the south side of Chicago. By the way, I just got accepted into St. Xavier's.
Nice.
Okay. Back to the serious stuff. Okay. As Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos has attempted to gut the protections of civil rights of LGBTQ, Black, Brown, poor, and immigrant students throughout the country. If elected, how will you hold local and state governments accountable to protecting our civil rights as students and prevent discrimination in school?
Okay, very good question. Thank you. I think that leadership has to start at the top. And first of all, even bigger than our schools, you want to make sure you have a president that has the back of people of color, that doesn't say after Charlottesville there's 2 sides when one side is the Ku Klux Klan. There's only one side, and that's the American side. I would reverse, for instance, when you're talking about LGBTQ, one of the most absurd things he did was say that patriotic transgender people cannot serve in our military. I would reverse that, and you can literally go through policies that he has put in place and things that he has said with all his mean tweets. He did 100 the other day by 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Unbelievable. He needs to take some of your classes on how to deal with anger management, as Greta mentioned. Okay. So I would do all that. But when it comes to schools, you want to have someone that's not like Betsy DeVos, who has an education background. We have a great example of that in Minnesota, where the head of our teachers union became the commissioner of education and is doing a great job. And then I would look at those policies. We just talked about the disciplinary policies, but there's a lot of other things that Betsy DeVos has done that's made it harder for students of color and LGBTQ students. I also think making sure you have a Justice Department and an Attorney General that's enforcing the laws. We had an experience in Minnesota where in an exurban school district, the kids put up their, I think it was Heart Queen in King, something we do in the winter in Minnesota because it's really cold, right? And so what happened was 2 members of the court were 2 women students who were a couple, right? And they wanted to march in there together, and the school said no. I'm telling this story because of what happened. A federal judge that I actually had recommended to President Obama got involved, and they had a mediation, and they all came out of it, and they proudly said, we're wrong, and those 2 girls are going to march down with the entire Hart Court onto the stage. That happened, and it actually was something that worked for that school district. So I think you have to have look at that. That was a federal judge, right? Someone that Barack Obama put on the court. You've got to have people that are able, that you put in power, that see this. It's got to start at the top, like I said, because we don't have that with President Trump. But it's got to be the people that you put in power so they make sure that they are protecting the rights of LGBTQ and students of color and immigrant students. Thank you.
Senator, thank you very much for your time.